Athletics saw two of its biggest stars go down this week.
Our Luke Attal joins us in the studio. Luke, Vol fans are concerned after Nate Ament and Carlin Pickens got hurt.
That's right, guys. Those two stars had to leave their games early during the week, and it could not have come at a worse time for both teams. In fact, it was a huge weekend ahead for all of our teams, and we've got a lot to cover, but don't worry. We've got teams ready to break it down for you from right now from both Lindsey Nelson Stadium as well as down in Greenville, South Carolina. Let's start with basketball, where the Lady Vols have already been eliminated from the SEC tournament. Lauren Gempler and Allie Campbell are down there with what's next for both the Vols and the Lady Vols. Guys?
Thanks, Luke. Now, the Lady Vols have been eliminated from the SEC tournament and are on a 7-game losing streak as they lost to the Alabama Crimson Tide last night, 76-64. And the Lady Vols fell behind pretty early last night, and they were never really able to recover. They had 18 turnovers, only shot 38% from the field compared to Alabama's 50%. Now, another key part of last night's game is that Talaysia Cooper, who is typically one of the Lady Vols leaders, was not seen much at all in the second half, and she was later seen exiting the locker room early with an assistant coach. But now the Lady Vols have to turn the page and look to the NCAA tournament, because once the tournament begins, the Lady Vols will have not won a single game in over a month.
Now, the men's team, coming off of a win over South Carolina on Tuesday, will rematch the Vanderbilt Commodores tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. in Food City Center. Something to watch here is freshman Nate Ament. His status is unknown for this game. He did not play at all on Tuesday against South Carolina after going down with an apparent injury on Saturday against Alabama in the first half. He came back briefly in the second half, but only for a couple minutes and left again with some discomfort. He was a key piece in Tennessee's win over Vanderbilt earlier this season, so definitely something to watch as they face them again tomorrow. Now, next week, they will head down the road to Nashville for the SEC tournament, with seeding being announced after this weekend's matchup. Back to you.
Thanks, guys. Now let's head over to the Diamond. Undefeated Lady Vol softball is kicking off SEC play this weekend, with baseball SEC play starting next weekend. Let's head over to Lindsey Nelson to talk some softball and baseball with Zach and Lewis. Guys?
Thank you, Luke. Now, over to softball. They're the most exciting team on campus right now. The #1 team in the country. The Lady Vols are 20-0 headed into SEC play. They will host the 17th ranked LSU Tigers this weekend. But the big story, Carlin Pickens going down on Tuesday against Belmont. She went out through 14 pitches, left the game with a discomfort in her right arm. Now, Wednesday it came out that she had a right arm injury and that she would be listed day to day. We will keep you updated on all things that. But since we are in Lindsey Nelson Stadium, that's enough for softball. Lewis, over to the boys on the Diamond.
Yeah, Zach, first of all, we're going to have to keep a really close eye on that Carlin Pickens situation, but over to the guys' side of the Diamond, Wright State is back in Knoxville for a 3-game series with the Vols. That name might sound familiar to a lot of Vol fans, but that's okay. If it doesn't, we're going to remind you right now, June 4th, 2021, this is what happened the last time the Rowdy Raiders made a visit to K-Town.
Back is there, and Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better. Holy smokes.
One of the most iconic moments in Tennessee baseball history. Wright State back in town this weekend for that weekend series as the Vols look to continue on a 4-game winning streak. First pitch coming up tonight at 6:30 p.m. For now, we'll send it back to Luke in the studio.
Thanks, guys.